Hey guys, Crystal here with Riley Black Designs and So What for Lasers. Today I will be revisiting layered keychains using scrap 3M or other brand adhesive sheets. This was one of my better performing videos, so I figured it needed a little bit of an update with better production. So let's get started. First, you'll type out your names and then choose your font. Then I grab my keychain hole template from my template file. I call it all the bits and holes. I use a 0.19 inch hole for my keychain thingies with a 0.125 inch offset as cushion around the keychain hole. I then add my offset and play with the sizing. Make sure to do all sizing adjustments to your keychain before welding the keychain hole onto your keychain design. If you try to resize this at any point, you're going to also resize your keychain hole, and that may make it so that your keychain thingy or other keychain attachment does not fit. When welding the keychain hole section to your shape, do not select the actual keychain hole. How many times can I say hole during this tutorial? If you have the keychain hole selected when you go to weld this to your design, the keychain hole will actually disappear. So make sure that that is unselected in this step. Now let's add our 0.015 internal offset for our score lines. This helps us line up those letters on our back piece of acrylic. Now we just need to move our top layer over and finish prepping the file for cutting. I'm going to add a rectangle or square around each of the sets of letters. I flip them horizontally because I prefer cutting with the 3M on top, so I need to mirror that part of my design. I'm going to change the color of the letters to one I have set in light burn with the output as off. This will make more sense in a second. Now you need to just save your file as an SVG and head on over to Lightburn or whatever software your laser uses. Now that we're in Lightburn, we're going to import our SVG. Notice that I have the output toggled to off for this color. Those are the letters that we need to add 3M to. This allows us to cut that rectangle or square shape, remove the masking, add the 3M, put it back in, and then go back and cut our letters. Now we just want to make sure that the score step goes before the cut step so that everything stays aligned. Now, send the file to your laser and cut. Make sure that your material is either pinned in place or secured in place with magnets. I jog my laser back a couple of steps so that I can access the pieces that we just cut. I use a piece of Gorilla Tape to help me remove my cut pieces. Next, we will remove the masking, paying close attention to which side we are removing the masking from. For example, this keychain, I am actually doing a matte, using the matte side of the acrylic for the backer and using the shiny part of the acrylic for the letters. Next, you'll want to measure your piece of scrap 3M or other brand adhesive. A new adhesive that you should give a try is from my friend David Brown, and it's called DualTite. It's an awesome new affordable adhesive sheet, and it'll be great for your projects. Next, you'll line up your 3M or other adhesive and use a burnishing tool to get it on there nice and good. Now we place our adhesive backed acrylic back into your machine and go back to your origin or your starting point. On my Aeon Mira 9, that means I need to hit escape twice to go back to my starting point. Then we head back to Lightburn and set everything except the letters to that color with the output as off. And then make sure the letters have your cut color. Now select everything from your first cut and resend it to the laser so that your origin doesn't change. The only thing that will actually cut is the letters because of how we've made our settings. You'll be able to verify this by framing your job before the cut, and you'll see that it is only going to cut the letters on our now adhesive backed acrylic. Little laser hack here, I use a piece of painter's tape over the back so that it keeps it all together and I don't lose any letters. Now watch me run through these steps one more time on my second keychain. Now it's time to assemble our keychains. One small drawback to using 3M or adhesive sheets is that there isn't a lot of wiggle room. So to combat that, I triple check my alignment before setting it down, and then when I set it down very gently and make sure we're good and I don't see my score lines peeking through anywhere, and then I press harder once I know that I have good placement. Then we just need to remove the masking from our letters and assemble our keychain hardware, and we're done. The little plastic keychain attachment you see are pieces that I now call and sell as keychain thingies. The style shown is the extra strength in clear, my personal favorite, along with some silver lobster claws and a metal split ring. Also available on my site, keychainthingies.com, of course. And there you have it. This is how I personally use scrap adhesive sheets to make layered keychains or other miscellaneous laser projects. Obviously, if you're cutting out larger items or you have colors that you use on a regular basis, it would likely make more sense for you to actually adhesive back that entire piece of acrylic, and then you can pull out that sheet of acrylic when you need these smaller pieces and not have to go through the extra steps of using a scrap piece of adhesive. The method I showed you today is great for using up all of your scrap adhesive and or acrylic. I hope this was helpful. As always, let me know if you have any tutorial requests, and check out all things Riley Black, silhouetteforlasers.com and RileyBlackDesigns.com. Have a good day.